If you go to the dictionary and look up the word discovery, you will find the following. Discovery is something new that has been learned or found. It is the process of finding out about something for the first time. The Discovery Eye Foundation takes its name from this process, and from its inception, it has assembled a team of researchers, scientists, doctors, and perhaps magicians who can fulfill these definitions. Discovery is a major supporter of research at the Gavin Herbert Eye Institute at the University of California, Irvine. Being part of a major university eye institute allows the foundation to combine unparalleled lab and clinical research capabilities with a truly fertile place to grow this research. Dr. James Jester is one of the world's leading authors on the subject of corneal scarring. Corneal diseases often involve scarring as the cornea tries to heal itself. The Discovery Eye Foundation is truly fortunate to have the expertise of Dr. Jester as they pursue new approaches that could save vision for thousands without surgery.
Scarring occurs after many types of corneal injuries or surface injuries to the eye, after types of infection, including viral infection, herpes, keratitis of the eye. There's other bacterial types of infection, chemical burns to the eye, all lead to corneal scarring. Our laboratory then focuses on trying to understand the cells that are involved in this scarring process, how they respond to these injuries, and what are the pathways involved in leading to scarring. Ultimately, we're developing therapeutic approaches to block the cellular response that leads to scarring so that patients do not have to undergo further surgery.
Donald Minkler is practically an entire hospital staff combined in one remarkable individual. He is an internationally famous clinician, surgeon, pathologist, researcher, and teacher with a strong expertise in glaucoma. And he brings UCI and the Discovery Eye Foundation both a lifetime of experience in the field and brilliantly innovative approaches to research in the laboratory.
Glaucoma is an increasing problem in our society as the population continues to age. We have more and more people who are attaining the age at which glaucoma of the open-angle type becomes a problem. At UCI, we have developed a new surgical technique for management of this disease, which potentially will replace traditional therapies such as medicine or laser therapy as a method of controlling intraocular pressure. Untreated, chronic open-angle glaucoma often results in severe visual disability and even total blindness. This new method of treatment, if it is shown to be able to replace the medical, laser, and prior methods of surgery, will result in a much lower incidence of complications and is really a minimally invasive way of handling this disease.
Bashir Ben Mohammed trained at the Institut Pasteur in Paris. There he developed a new approach for malaria and HIV vaccines. It is not surprising that he would become one of the world's leading immunologists and vaccine development experts. Since becoming a Discovery Eye Foundation investigator, the National Institute of Health has funded Dr. Ben Mohammed's exciting new approach for a breakthrough vaccine to prevent eye and genital herpes.
My lab is interested in developing a vaccine against ocular herpes because there is a lot of overlapping between ocular and genital herpes. We are hoping by developing a vaccine against ocular herpes, we are actually developing a vaccine against genital herpes at the same time. So if you develop a lipopeptide vaccine that you can deliver either ocularly by dropping it on the eye or intravaginally, then people, they can actually vaccinate themselves. We are hoping by using this novel technology of vaccine, we are going to vaccinate as many people as we can, especially in the third world where the cost of delivering the vaccine is sometimes 6 times higher than the vaccine itself.
Dr. Henry Klassen has dedicated his life to regenerative medicine. Dr. Klassen's breakthrough research using stem cell transplantation and tissue engineering brings great hope to sufferers of glaucoma, retinitis pigmentosa, and macular degeneration.
I've been working in retinal transplantation for quite a while. More recently, our lab's been interested in stem cells, we find that transplantation of these cells to the rodent retina results in rescue of cells in the dying retina. In addition, these cells can integrate into this retina and actually replace cells that have already died. We're now translating this work into the pig model, and the results there are very interesting because they replicate much of what we've seen in the mouse. At this point, we're very excited by the prospect of applying this work in human patients.
Dr. Christina Kenny is recognized as one of the top 5 corneal research scientists in the United States. Her breakthrough research in how genetics affects macular degeneration and corneal disorders has given her international recognition in this field. At the Discovery Eye Foundation, Dr. Kenny is in charge of training the researchers of the future, who may one day stamp out blindness.
One of the most exciting aspects of our work is to train young people and young researchers for the future. We have some of the most brilliant young minds that come and join our laboratory and participate in research. Oftentimes, they return to their countries of origin where they conduct research and also collaborate with us. Sending these people out into the world to do this kind of work is incredibly rewarding.
Dr. Anthony Nesburn is Medical Director of the Discovery Eye Foundation. He is a magna cum laude graduate of both UCLA and Harvard Medical School, and a caring physician who has repeatedly been included in the list of the best doctors in America. His passion for research is the soul behind the Discovery Eye Foundation, and his work is known internationally for having produced countless sight-saving scientific and clinical advances.
Since 1970, when Discovery was founded, I've been a practicing ophthalmologist and a researcher. I have dedicated a good part of my life to doing eye research, not only because it's challenging to me, but because my family itself has suffered from macular degeneration, from keratoconus, from glaucoma. With our all-star team of researchers and their collaborators around the world, I'm convinced that we can bring cures and treatments for these terrible eye diseases much more rapidly than has ever been done in the past.
You have just met remarkable people who are changing how we look at the eye, how we hope to cure its diseases, and how we can even restore sight to people who thought this all-important sense was lost. The eyes are the windows we look through that allow us to learn, to recognize, to discover, and advance. Too often we take our sight for granted. We say, seeing is believing. Foresight is better than hindsight. A picture's worth 1,000 words. But maintaining eye health, repairing damage, retarding and eliminating crippling disease, and even repairing lost sight is not only possible, it is the work we are doing every day. With your help and support, the Discovery Eye Foundation can achieve things others have only imagined. If you make it possible, they can make it happen.